Yeah. Fifth level body, fifth level of light body. At the fifth level of light body, usually the mental body says, maybe I will try to follow spirit. I don't know if I buy it, but maybe I will try it. And it starts that process of looking for clues. So real, the light on a mental level, it starts at fifth level of a light body.
Correct. So
Okay.
that is the beginning of the middle tier. Yeah.
A person often begins to have some flashes of themselves doing other things. Often your dream sequencing begins to change. You begin to remember a little more of your dreams. Some people open up to lucid dreaming in the fifth level. At some
They are
point,
partially aware of the dreaming.
yes, not only in the waking state, in the dreaming state. At some points, a person can feel like they might be going crazy because they may they may be beginning to experience non-linear thought processes. Suddenly, rather than having to look at something in this nice set fashion, they are cognizant of the whole non-linear thinking. And then the mental body says, wait a minute, I can't control this. Can we survive and do this? So it is the questioning what is happening. Is there a spirit? I think there is a spirit. I better figure out whether there is a spirit because otherwise we are all going to die. You get a lot of the survival patterning coming up out of the, let's go down, coming up out of the mental body. So the mental body begins to shift the way it moves and it begins to drop patterning out. So at mental level, the confusion starts and slowly it starts and settles down.
Yeah. No, it starts playing around with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this true or not? A part of you is just like a little child saying, yeah, we are going to light. Yeah, we are going to light. And you are so happy. And then you have the mental body, just an old grump. And you get to see the two halves of yourself. Wow, I get to make a decision here about what I want to do.
So basically, on one side you have got the mental, that means the past.
Yes. Okay.
Right? And on the other side you have got the present.
Oh, that's what he's saying. Okay.
Correct. That's
okay,
what he's saying, right? A part of you is just like a child saying, yeah, we are going. Right? And you are so happy. Immediately, this is that mana, chitta, ahankara, right? The mana part of it. Manobuddhi. Correct.
Yeah, I think the mental body and the soul is clashing.
Correct.
Is it true or not? Yeah.
Correct.
So,
you begin to?
You begin to become aware that you are more than you thought you were. When that happens...
No, I think, did we complete this? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we completed.
You begin to think.
Yeah. Wow, I get to make a decision here about what I want to do. You begin to become aware of that you are more than you thought you were. When that happens, the mental body says, oh no, we are not, and slams down. But then it opens up again. So you keep going through this process of feeling like you are opening and closing. It can feel a little manic depressive. What your spirit needs you to do is to get your mental body to surrender its control so that you can become an active embodied spirit on this planet, fully conscious on every dimension.
Correct.
So an active embodied spirit, that means you are not this body, you are the spirit, like embodied spirit.
You are the spirit which is embodied.
Embodied. Yeah.
Correct.
Also, in the fifth level of light body, you begin to become aware that a lot of your pictures about the way things are not yours. You begin to be aware that, oh dear, I am doing that just like my father. My father was picky and I am acting just like him. Wait a minute, that is not my energy. Or my child just knocked over the milk and I am screaming at her just like my mother screamed at me. That is not my energy. I don't want to be doing this. This is not what I want to be doing here. So they realize, it is not this body, hereditary like energy. I am something different.
Correct.
Isn't it?
Or the other way to read this would be that you are taking lessons from the past and trying to apply it to the present.
Okay.
Do you agree? That means you are trying to live in the past.
Yeah, that is true. But he's comparing the parents' energy and also the kids' energy.
Whichever it is, all that is the past.
Okay. So I'm not the future, I'm not the past.
You are neither the future nor the past is what this soul will say.
Yeah. You become aware that you contain entire pictures of really that are not yours. And you begin the mental sorting out process of who am I as different from those around you. So then he will realize something, I am different compared to other people in the family.
Correct.
Everyone holds within their energy fields the entire picture of the way things are from their parents, grandparents, siblings, and lovers. Okay. So now because of the energy that holding that spirit in the body,
that pattern is there. That pattern is there in the back of the mind. Yeah.
So now he gains that knowledge that I am not, same as others. The entire picture is updated continuously. As you become aware that these structures are contained in your fields, you can feel very closed in by them. Contained in your fields.
That will act as a mental block, basically. What he's saying is they become the mental blocks.
Yes. Because here you can feel all this changing going on in your body, all this wonderful stuff, and at the same time, you feel like you are in a glass cage. All this change, and you are so contained by these pictures. So
correct. What is before you go to the next sentence, just keep in mind.
Yeah.
Right? Our memory, which is sitting in the subconscious mind, is playing up it is in the lower end of creativity.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Below the heart chakra.
So, all the past experiences. Think that they are protecting you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And they become the limiting beliefs, limiting experiences, which will manifest.
That's why he's feeling that he's in a glass cage.
Correct. Now, why glass cage? Because he can break it open.
Yeah. Okay. So you start that sorting out process. Well, I will take some of this, I will take none of that, a little of that, a little of this. And you begin to become more and more aware of your energy. What is truly yours? When you have a thought or a picture about something, you just ask yourself, am I just running my father, or is this me? It can be a little scary to someone when they first look in the mirror and they say, oh no, I really am turning into my mother. I swore I would not turn into my mother. But you find that you get to a point where those pictures of reality begin to shift out of your fields. So then he says, he realizes, so I'm different. I'm not like, am I like mother or parent?
No, this is not where I want to go.
Yeah. So same
So
thing happens
he will create something that is his own.
Yes. Actually, that happened to me. I can relate to it because
we were just talking about it when no one was there, right?
yeah, because my husband follows a different guru and all these things, and I never felt very comfortable with it. And I always felt like my own guru is in me and the Atma is in me. So I started holding on to the teachings of Adi Shankara and all the Upanishad Vakyas. And that is how, I said, even though a lot of people said, no, you had to follow a guru of this kind, that kind. I never followed somebody. I always felt something different. Yeah.
No, not only that. See, the important thing is, once you come into spirituality, the journey, right?
Yeah.
He is explaining very clearly, saying that you got the lower end of creativity, you have got the middle end of creativity, and then you have got freedom.
Yes.
Okay. Now, these are all the different layers of the body that we possess. Because we are Annamaya Kosha, we are Pranamaya Kosha and all, but we are taking Pranamaya Kosha to be just one layer. It has got multiple layers. You are taking your astral body to be one layer. Right? No, it is many layers.
Yeah.
So that is the understanding we are getting. I was also listening to another lecture by Paramahamsa Yogananda today. I don't know, when I switched on my laptop and went to YouTube, that is the first one that came on. Okay, where he is explaining, in his own words, he is explaining about the astral world.
Yeah.
Right? All this is beginning to be the part of the higher end of the astral world and then merging into the mental world. Now, all these inhibitions as energy are going to be the blockages for the, in our thinking and destiny, these are the blockages that we encounter for changing the way the light is moving down into the physical world.
Yes, it obscures. Yeah.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So now the sixth. Yeah.
Yes. Sixth level of light body. In the sixth level of light body, you are actively, consciously shifting reality pictures out of your field. So you're consciously shifting reality pictures out of your field. At this time, your spirit is usually putting you into contact with the people who are working with the light body process. Okay, so at this time,
what is happening is that duality that you are encountering in the mental phase, when it comes to the sixth one, you are able to decipher. Correct.
Yeah. Into that process, correct Sajjana Sangatyam.
Correct.
Maybe spirit is throwing books at you off shelves. Have you had this experience of being in a bookstore and having books fall at you? You may have those at any time. It is one of the...
I have had that experience.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Not the bookshelf.
Yeah, but coming into... Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
You may have those at any time. It is one of the favorite ways for spirit to say, read this. You begin to get other information, other pictures of reality. You begin to take in vaster understandings of your own reality and how you operate in them. Yes.
I'm experiencing that, honestly.
Yes. Often in the fifth and sixth levels, you have experiences of things not being solid. In your meditation, You may look down and sense that your hand is not solid, or you have one of those odd experiences where you put your hand against a wall and you feel the wall give, and you feel the wall will give. So you may be having flashes of multidimensionality. You may be having flashes of non-linear thinking and feeling like nothing is real. This can be a real shock for your mental body, for you mental body types out there who want everything all laid out in nice little lines. You want me to read again this? You may be having
It's
flashes.
interesting. Now,
Yeah.
basically, what he is saying is, now
You
you
feel like
are getting
multi-dimensional.
into a phase of confusion.
Yeah.
Initially, it
That,
is like confusion. Why are
yes.
all these things coming?
Yeah. Correct.
As you read, you start getting two opinions. One, what you are thinking is correct,
Mm-hmm.
and what you are thinking is not correct.
Mm.
Right?
Which one? Which one
Now,
to hold on?
which one to hold on? And
Yes.
at that stage, you start getting these experiences as though a dream, it is telling you,
Yeah.
right? The direction you
Yes.
are taking is right, or the direction you are taking is wrong.
Yes.
Right? So, all these
This.
things happen.
Yeah. This can be a real shock for you, for you mental body types out there who want everything all laid out in nice little lines. Suddenly, you see the whole picture at once. Then you had
Exactly.
to go back. Yeah. Then you had to go back and make up how you got there. Some of you experience this extensively. The mental body begins to cognate very differently.
I mean, it is giving you meaningful messages in a different way.
And then
It's
So,
also
people,
sir,
teaching you.
what does cognate mean?
Teach, giving
Teach.
you the clarity. Yeah,
Mental body begins to cognate very differently.
correct. Which means it is assimilating the things you are learning differently.
yeah,
Cognitive skills
learning,
means learning
learning.
skills.
Yeah, learning is, yeah,
So you are learning differently from your original thinking, or
Conventionally. No,
yeah.
from the conventional thinking, you are now changing your thinking to more than that.
Be-
so just
It
to
is like, if I take an example, Joe Dispenza, he goes
yeah,
to school the first day and he
yeah,
gets into an argument with his the classmates
teacher,
saying
yeah,
Jesus is Italian.
yeah,
He gets into an argument in the school saying Jesus is Italian. And then his
okay,
teacher clarifies Jesus is not Italian. So he comes home and he doesn't have a face to go and talk to his grandma and all that. Then his mother pulls out what happened. Right?
okay.
Then he tells her, all this while I have been thinking Jesus is Italian because grandma talks to him in Italian.
Mhm.
Right? So that is the way the mind will start acting, right? In his own experience.
So if good happens, we think that our thoughts are fulfilling. But
No. It has got nothing to do with good or bad. There is no positive, negative demarcation here. Like,
okay,
sir,
See,
we were doing Thinking and Destiny. These books came into my dream. I started reading them. I said, oh, no, I think we should read this first before we complete Thinking and Destiny because there is a gap in between.
is it possible that you were thinking positively? That's why these books occur to you,
No,
reflection of your thought?
no, I did not think.
No, in your sleep.
No,
Because sometime,
no, sir,
is it
sometimes I
possible?
agree, but then I have never been thinking about these books. I didn't even know that they existed.
Right, right.
No,
That
sir. Maybe what has happened, sir has been thinking that how do we create a situation where people understand better way from a thinking and destiny
Yes.
standpoint book. So
Yes.
now when he is thinking from that perspective, जैसे अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमने पढ़ा, when you are in the 6th level of light worker, you will see books falling in onto you. So
Right.
ऐसे ही कुछ
Yeah.
thought patterns
No,
आए
maybe
होंगे.
I'm not, see, the way I would have thought about it is, I'm not able to follow, and I've got a team which is dependent on collectively learning. When I am not able to contribute, where am I going wrong? Okay, that is the question I would have posed. That is possible.
हाँ,
But
so that possibility has brought
yes,
us to this situation.
correct.
Correct.
Because
So it is basically I am now learning different things from different sources and then integrating them, right?
हाँ, तो हम फॉर्मूला को अभी प्रॉपरली पढ़ रहे हैं ताकि पूरे कैलकुलस को सॉल्व कर सके.
हाँ जी.
yeah, but
Also,
if
I just want to mention one thing. One of the books, if you read before meditation and before some knowledge, the same book we understand differently after the meditation, after the some reading, after
That
getting
is
some knowledge.
because when you are meditating, the broken synapses are integrated.
Yeah.
your brain, I think your conscious mind is still thinking about what you read without even your external knowledge or thinking about it. But, sir, one question, because you thought of us and clarity, the good books have come. Is there a possibility that the bad books also can happen, or bad thoughts
Books,
can
sir,
lead you into a bad
here,
situation?
no, I'll put it this way. Books have come to me, right? I can look at it from a spiritual angle saying, why did they come to me? Because I have the ability to understand them.
Yeah.
Okay, that is one. The second one is that is answering the questions that I have been struggling with to give me better clarity.
Yeah.
Right? And I have already got a framework of my learning which says that I need 12 individual books. Without them, I cannot learn.
Right.
Right. So that is how all these things are happening. But he is giving us a process that is there when you go to the 6th body, light body activation.
Yeah, all this questioning came up because when he said the mental body,
Correct.
that too
Mental body is
begins
from
to
the 5th
cognize.
one. From the 5th
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, cognate very differently means perception learning is different.
So we were
Correct.
thinking somewhat differently than now.
Because now, after all this, when we go
No,
back and
sir.
read
It's like this. If you look at your body, right, you are
Yeah.
already in the 3rd dimension.
Okay.
Okay, you are coming to spirituality.
Right.
When you are on the physical earth, you are already in the 3rd dimension.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the 4th dimension? Is your feelings,
Mm-hmm.
your
emotions.
emotions, etc., which are starting in the matter body is 3rd dimension. On
Yeah.
that, you are overlaying.
Ascending.
Yeah, I mean, I won't use the word ascending because we still have to go into the mid of the middle tier before we really talk ascending.
Okay.
Okay, so we are now in the 4th body, which is astral.
Right.
Okay, after the 4th body, the next light body layer is the 5th body. 5th body is the beginning of the mental.
Okay. Okay.
6th body is the upper mental, which is giving you much more clarity. It is trying to solve your doubts and all that. It is giving you the potential to help you resolve your problems. Again, whether you let that light come down or you block it in between because
Yeah.
of a strong mental body, etc., is your prerogative.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is where we are now.
Okay, ready? A lot of people leave the planet in sixth level light body because it is extremely uncomfortable for most of them. Do I want to be here? Do I want to look at all this stuff? Do I want to be part of this process? A lot of people opt out. That is okay. They are doing this process in another life. They don't have to do it. They don't have to do it in all of them. Generally, if we can assist someone to survive the fifth and sixth levels, they are home free. Generally, if we can assist someone to survive
that is what is happening to all of us, right? When we are meeting, we are getting better clarity and we are that much wiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So generally, if we can assist someone to survive the fifth and sixth levels, they are home free. If they choose to not opt out of the planet at that point, they will usually stay and work with the entire process.
Correct.
So at sixth level, probably, in that COVID time, a lot of people left.
Quite possible.
Yeah. Be kind to your fellow human beings. This is a very painful stage because this is the stage where the entire sense of identity is restructured. So that's why we cannot.
In Thinking and Destiny, we looked at destiny and the atmosphere around you, nature making adjustments as you progress, right?
Yes.
The scenario, etc., everything changes. The same thing is happening from the sixth level onwards.
So it is restructuring.
Correct.
Entire sense of identity is restructured. When you run into people on the street, and many of you may be asked, "What are you doing? You look so wonderful." Given them the information that the planet is going to life, that we are in an ascension process. If you want to know more about it, here are some good books you could read. Here are some people you could go see. If you need to talk about it, here is my number. Support those around you.
That's the advice to us who have already learned. Yeah.
That is what Patriji says. Whatever you learn, teach others.
Whatever little it is, first start teaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
You usually at the sixth level of light body, you go through a re-evaluative state that is extremely uncomfortable. Do I want to be here? Do I want to live? Do I want to play? It can be pretty severe. You hate your job. You hate your life. You hate everybody and everything all at once. In the sixth level, you find that lots of people begin to leave your life. This is the time when you are likely to change your job, get married, stop being married. All your friends may change. Your entire sense of purpose changes, and there is a sense of learning to not to be afraid of change. Oh my God, so many things at that time happens. If you freeze up, this level can last for up to a year and be very miserable. But most people learn fairly quickly to relax and let everything flow around them.
See, probably in my case, this seems to have started when I lost my toe.
Okay.
Okay. I started feeling miserable. I didn't want to talk to anyone. All those things I have been through.
So instead of losing people, you lost it all. Here it's
Sorry. Yeah.
New people come into your life who are far more in alignment with what you are here to do than you have ever had before. So people very similar, like
here,
this,
right in front of me now.
Yes. So you come across such people.
Correct.
You are all here in work groups. Those people you are here to work with. This clearing away of those in your life who are there for karma or out of a sense of obligation can be a little bit scary. This clearing away of those in your life who are there for karma or out of a sense of obligation can be a little bit scary. But if you take a deep breath and say, I wish you well and have a nice life. I will see you next time. You will find that the people you are here to be with will quickly come into your life. This amps up the whole thing, and it begins to be fun. So what does it mean? So after,
No.
of course,
What it is saying is you are politely,
yeah.
right? You are politly vacating the company of those
who are not comfortable with.
no, who are not helping your progression.
Okay, yeah.
Now that that space is vacant, others fall into that place.
Oh, okay. That's what he's saying. He meant the clearing away of those in your life who are there for karma. Okay. Out of sense of obligation. Okay, got it. Usually between the 6th and 7th level of light body, you experience what we call a dissension of spirit. So that is going down?
Yes.
Okay. This means that a vaster part of you, a vaster part of who you are in the upper dimensions comes to reside in your body. That
means you are compressing.
Yeah.
So now what is happening?
Everything around.
Exactly. Yes.
So it is, at the same time, it is coming up from the top, and they're colliding.
No, that is because you have created space.
Yeah. You gave some space, so it is falling. Okay. That shifts everything around. You feel like you have come through a tunnel. You have come from a place of maybe there is spirit and maybe I will try to follow it too, I know. Within every cell of my being, that I am spirit in action on this planet. Let me read this. You feel like you have come through a tunnel. You have come from a place of maybe there is a spirit and
Let me help
slow down in reading, please.
Punctuation is important. Yes. You feel like you have come through a tunnel.
Yes.
Right. You have come from a place of maybe there is a spirit and maybe I'll try to follow it.
Yes.
Two, I know. That means I am coming from a place where maybe there is a spirit, maybe I will try to follow it too. I know.
Are we familiar with?
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That within every cell of my being, you get to know within every cell of your being, you are realizing through that. Yeah. Right? That I am spirit in action on this planet. Okay. Yeah. So let's proceed further.
So that means I have consciousness in every cell of my body. That is, he's...
Now, he is not completed that. You need to read further.
And you begin what... Isn't it? And you begin what we call the... From here I need to read, isn't it? Yeah. And you begin what we call the emotional transition to learning to be the vastness of spirit. Okay. Correct. So that transition occurs
these are
from
the changes.
emotional.
No, it is changing everything he says in the previous para.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that he is clarifying here.
So that means he is coming into understanding that my spirit resides in each cell of my body. I am not limited to this body alone. It is vast consciousness.
Correct.
Okay.
No. See, you are learning from the vastness of the consciousness.
Yeah.
Vastness of the spirit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he says that transition to learning to be the vastness of spirit. So that means limited body to unlimited vastness of spirit. About 1/3 of the light body structure is now lit up in the etheric blueprint. Oh, at this time, 1/3 of the light body lights up with the etheric blueprint. Many times you may experience yourself as radiating light, which is pretty exciting. Most of the time in the 7th level of light body, people's eyes change. Oh, that is why people, Patrika always used to look into eyes of the people, some of the people. You begin to see a deeper level of light coming out of people's eyes. You and
That
those around
sparkle,
you,
this sparkle, it
yeah,
increases the sparkle, all those things. Yeah.
you and those around you are beginning to cognate in a non-linear way, and you begin to get flashes of telepathy. You begin to get flashes of communication on levels that you communicate on all the time but are unaware of. So all these things, you try to
We
feel it,
start experiencing that.
experiencing.
See, I'll tell
You,
you, nowadays, if I sit alone and think of somebody, one way or the other, that person will communicate with me. Or if you have sent a message, he will come to me and say, I was just about to call you.
telepathy. Yeah.
Correct.
Flashes of telepathy. Yes.
Right.
You have always been telepathic. You have always been clairvoyant. You are always been multidimensional. But your mental body and brain have been screening it out and away from you. So
Okay.
the screen.
Now you are seeing the impact of the mind body, which says this is not you, this is not you. Yeah.
So now he's saying the screens are dropping and you begin to recognize what has been there all along. Even though they are there, we blocked. So that's why he says, no, now the screens are dropping and you begin to recognize what has been there all along. Things begin to feel.
You are basically increasing your consciousness. That
awareness.
means there is more light within you.
Yes. So things begin to feel normal. There is a point where it is no longer a big aha. It is not the light bulb going off anymore. It is just, I am here. I am fully here now. You become a delightful dance that you play with your spirit. So no more confusion. You begin to enjoy.
Yes.
The entire planet and its population appears to be doing a strong re-evaluation. The polarization of energies is happening at more and more heightened levels. It is almost like the volume is being turned up. Planetary polarization is becoming more and more intense. You will find that those of you who are beginning to live heaven on earth, they will exist side by side with those who are experiencing hell on earth. So you are experiencing heaven on earth. At the same time, other people also experience the other way.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. One minute.
Sure,
please.
sure.
So, see, here I don't know if others are, I'm lacking in understanding. Somehow, you will find those of you who are beginning to live heaven on earth will exist side by side with those who are experiencing hell on earth. So that means some people are experiencing good, some people are experiencing bad. They get along without any
They
problem.
coexist. They don't, it's not a question of coexisting. I mean, it's not a question of getting along. It is coexisting. They don't have an option.
Right.
Yes.
Like if you
Can
sit
we
in
go down a little
meditation.
bit? Can we go down a little bit? One more sentence up, please. Previous para.
Yeah.
Yeah. You become a delightful dance that you play with your spirit. But
Correct.
my understanding all along was once you enter into a stage where consciousness is everywhere and you belong to that consciousness or you are that consciousness, so you realize that you are the spirit. Is it not true?
Correct, but
Theoretically, yes.
experiencing.
One thing, madam.
Sir,
Let Chandra sir
no.
answer. Please wait.
No.
Yes.
Let Chandra sir
Theoretically,
answer.
what you say is right.
Sorry.
But theoretically, what you say is right. Okay, let me clarify. You are coming from the build-up of your body mind,
Yes.
right, to the creative mind.
Light body and yeah.
Okay. Light body is because you are on the universe, you are actually on this universe, you are a visitor from the light world.
Okay.
Okay, now you are existing in 12 dimensions.
Okay.
This you missed actually. Right?
No,
Now,
yeah,
what he is saying here is that in the third dimension, you are completely physical.
right. And fourth dimension, we go on to the light body.
Fourth dimension, you are emotion matter.
Mental, yeah.
Okay. No, not mental. Matter.
Matter, okay.
Your build-up is that of emotions.
Okay.
Now, emotions, because you are energy, you go upwards, you also come downwards. Both are happening.
Okay.
Right? But when the emotions go into the mental body, are you creating blockages?
Yeah, I think you still have blockages because the mental body
Correct.
block.
Correct.
Yeah.
But as your consciousness increases, that means more light is passing into you.
True.
Your beliefs are going to get shattered because you're learning more.
Right.
So you start enjoying that situation.
True.
When I am enjoying that situation, I can say it is a beautiful dance.
No, but then I am already a spirit there.
Sir, you are a spirit right from even in level 3, you are a spirit, but you are
So
dominated by your physical existence.
I agree. Once I get into that stage of
Correct. But
sixth
when you are going to
dimension,
the 5th level and 6th level,
right? Yeah.
right,
Here,
you are becoming more consciousness and less dense.
no, I'm more conscious that I'm spirit.
No, you are not conscious that you are spirit. Your consciousness itself is spreading in that area.
Yeah. I thought I am, identifying myself with the spirit. So
No,
I
he is
understand.
explaining the body activation, how it takes place.
Oh, here he is distinguishing between you play with your spirit. That was my
Correct.
doubt.
Correct.
So
You
I am
play in
different
the
from my
in.
spirit.
So you are definitely different if you are considering that you have a body and there is a body and more than the body there is the spirit.
Oh, okay. So I okay, at that stage, I thought I ceased to identify with the body.
No, you can't.
Sixth and seventh
Body
stage.
is there, but you are able to look at the situation that it is more spirit than body.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. And you coexist with those people. You coexist with those people who have got. So those who are completely identifying with heaven on earth, right? They are going to find the delightful dance. But what about those who are existing in that lab, but they identify with hell on the earth?
Yeah, those who are mindful of their own body all the time,
Correct.
desires
So
satisfaction, run their
so
lives.
they will be operating at a lower this. For them, it is hell on earth, not heaven.
Yeah, that.
That is the point. Yeah. Now he is saying, I wish to remind.
Yeah, I wish to remind you that all beings are vast, multidimensional divine masters.
Right.
We,
Okay. Sir, here I would like to also say Ariel, when channeled, gave the message that there are 383 planets that are ascending at this point in time, and we have our presence in all the 383 planets. You are that vast.
Yeah.
yeah, he says,
That is the
yeah,
conscious. Yeah.
That
Yes.
paragraph, yeah, that very important. He said what information stored in our body, in
Our body is having all those, and when the light falls on them, we become active with that.
yes.
Yeah. Yesterday's lecture covered that. You can listen to it. It is already posted.
I will. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't get a time to do that. Yeah.
Right.
We ask that you learn compassion, and compassion is not being codependent. Oh, let me take care of you. Compassion is being willing to do whatever is necessary to assist someone in taking their next higher step. Yeah. That
So it
occasionally
is not
means,
doing it for them.
yeah.
They have to
Mm.
learn it their way.
That
Yeah.
occasionally means kicking someone's feet out from under them. That occasionally means being a wake-up call. That occasionally means calling someone on their stuff. And it is often means loving them for their wholeness, their totality, the parts of them that are awake as well as parts of them that are asleep. See, this is how Patriji, he gave that awakening call to all of
Correct.
like do meditation and realize the what is real and what is not
Exactly.
real.
You experience it.
Yeah, you yourself, you experience. Yeah.
Correct.
Remember, they go into sleep with the first part of mission. Honor those who have slept well. Many light workers have a fear of people who are asleep built into them. Begin to dismantle that particular piece of enemy patterning. So that means dismantle that particular piece of enemy patterning is like even the people are not understanding
No, it is
properly
only talking about this.
fear. Okay, got it. Okay, fear of people who are asleep built into them. Got it. So they have a fear coming out of their comfort zone.
So they have got one set of a person, a personality that is dominated by fear, which is built into them.
Yeah. So begin to dismantle that particular piece of enemy patterning. You will naturally evolve it into a sense of service to spirit and a service to all life. It will be ecstatic. But understand how difficult this period was and is for many people. Look at the level of re-evaluation, and you will understand why we call this level the one that determines whether someone will do this process or not. This is the place where a lot of people must bail out or get with the program. Either they will stay or they will leave.
They will, because of this confusion and non-clarity, they will either progress this or they will drop off.
And fear, mainly a lot of people, they have fear of coming out of the comfort zone.
Correct. Yeah.
Seventh level of light body. Seventh level. In the seventh level of light body, you begin to enter the emotional stages of light body, focusing on deeper and deeper levels of opening in the heart chakra. As you open
this is where compassion, he is now calling compassion is the emotional stage of the light body, not the physical body. Yeah.
So that's why he comes to heart chakra. As you open into the heart, a feeling of connection with the planet opens up. That feeling of falling in love with this planet, feeling like if I don't hug that tree, I just can't make it. I have to hug that tree. There is a playfulness that begins to open up at the seventh level of light body. You become a little more childlike in the way you operate. At this point, if you have got blocks in the emotional body, they really begin to come up, because as you move towards expressing your divinity and your vastness, anything that blocks that vastness begins to release. So at that time, you open up when you open up that heart chakra, he says you act like a child, and you feel like hugging, like you show that
Your
compassion
power
to.
of you are also your power of attraction will supersede your power of rejection.
Yeah.
Because you have finished conquering fear.
You accept, everything. Yes. And you
Right.
connect,
Yeah.
you start to connecting.
Correct. Correct.
Some of it is fun, some of it is not. It depends on how much of a strange hold the mental body wants to keep. If the mental body is in sync, the release is usually quick and easy. You
No,
may
see
find
that ego mind, whether it is releasing or
holding.
not, is the
Yeah.
fundamental thing. Yeah.
You may find that you become far more emotional than ever before. And as you move through these levels, you find that your emotions become like a child's. When you are sad, you cry.
Yeah.
When you are angry, you yell. When you are happy, you laugh. You express ecstasy. You express whatever emotion is flowing through your emotional body in that moment. You begin to operate in the now far more than ever before. So you'll be more in now present moment. You see, in the karma game, your mental body lives in the future. It is always living in what ifs. The emotional body lives in the past, triggered by what you have experienced before. So you rarely experience exactly what is happening in front of you. In the 7th level of light body, you begin to experience now. Enough synchronization has happened among your fields that you have begun to have long stretches of being fully in the present, and it feels really good. So in that 7th level, so you will be in that more and more in the present moment.
See, one is present moment, which means the mental body is releasing its hold on you.
Emotions.
The ego body, the ego mind is becoming lesser and lesser effective.
That is why, some people, when they come into the spirituality in the beginning, they release a lot of emotions. Like he said, they cry and they feel happy.
That is in the initial stages.
Yeah,
But this one is the deep hurts that they have.
Yeah, even in 7th level, I think remaining emotions, slowly they release.
Yeah.
As the emotional body drops all of its old patterning, it may mean that you had to complete your relationship with a lot of people. Having dropped all those pictures of reality out of the mental body, and now dropping the emotional attachments out of the emotional body means that your relationship with other people begin to change very quickly. So the old relationships falls, and then new relationship happens. That's what he's saying.
No. See, the emotional body means that your relationship with them change very quickly. That means you start accepting them.
Oh, okay.
See, they are part of the oneness that you have already got. They are within you. You start feeling that. They are me, I am them.
Okay. Yeah. That means you are accepting people as they are.
Correct. Your connectedness is increasing.
Yes. Okay. Got it. So without judging, you accept as they are.
Exactly.
In the 7th, 8th, and 9th levels of light body, your personal relationship turns into something we call transpersonal. That means they are not based on emotional attachment. They become based in whether your spirit is guiding you to be with that person at any given time. They become
So now
based
it
in
is at the spiritual level, you are one team.
Yeah. Yes. They become based in whether your spirit is guiding you to be with that person at any given time. It is a very different way of relating.
Yes.
So when you talk to a person, you can see whether spiritually you are connected or not.
And you will attract those. See, you will also end up attracting those kind of people into your team.
Yes. Yeah. Similar mentality. By the time someone is in the 9th level of light body, they are usually operating this way most of the time. Sometimes you may seem more cold to people because you don't have the emotional hooks and there is no intensity. Oh, there is no emotional hooks, there is no intensity. That means the feeling is not there. Is that right?
Correct. The connectedness is not.
Connectedness, yeah. I can't manipulate you. I can't hook into you. Please, people can get very upset. Okay, I can't manipulate you. I can't hook into you. People can get very upset. This is a natural part of the light body process as you shift from a being in karmic relations into non-karmic spirit-based relationships.
So
Yeah.
there is no karma.
There is no, yeah,
There
without
is no
any
soul contract. So there is no soul contract between you.
Yeah, you just, yeah, when you help, you just help for their betterment without any
For
expectation.
example, Patriji and our relationship, what soul do we have? Nothing.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
In seventh level of light body, the heart chakra opens to a much deeper functioning than it ever has before. Many people experience chest pains. It is probably not angina. It doesn't feel the same as a heart attack because it feels like it is in the center of your body, radiating outward. It is an opening of the heart chakra gateway. If you are in a meditative state and you want to go multidimensional, you can go right through your own heart chakra. So sometimes people get chest pain because of opening and expanding. On this planet, the heart chakra has a membrane in it, which we call the gates of Eden. You all know that lovely story about Adam and Eve being cast out of the gates of Eden, and there is an angel with a flaming sword so that they cannot re-enter. What that is a membrane in the heart chakra that prevents you from going multidimensional. Oh, okay. So basically, you cannot enter means it is preventing that membrane of the heart chakra, going into that multidimensional state. It means that it keeps this game contained. None of the stuff that happens on the physical plane can get above the astral plane. So it can't affect anything else.
That means you have come to a stage where the lower end of your creativity does not impact you in the 8th body, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Let's go on.
Part of the way you do that is to close part of the heart chakra so that you can have multidimensional experience. Okay, so none of the stuff that happens on the physical plane can get above the astral plane, so it can, when you move, so it can't affect anything else. Part of the way you do that is to close part of the heart chakra so that you can have multidimensional experience. That membrane is open now in everyone on the planet. The heart chakra shifts its functioning and it begins to open into deeper and deeper levels. You can travel into any dimension through the heart chakra. It is all contained within you. The heart chakra shifts functioning and begins to take predominance over the other chakras.
So that means you will start radiating love, compassion, etc. effectively.
The way most chakras are portrayed is that they are conical, narrowing in the center.
They are conical, that conic shape of them,
Yeah, they're conical, narrowing in the center and spinning. Well, they are mutating. They are mutating too. That is why this is all happening from cone shape to the becoming sphere. First, they become spherical shaped and then they radiate in all directions at once. Then if the heart chakra takes predominance, it all begins to open up and the chakra system merges into what we call the unified chakra. Wow. So it takes predominance and begins to open up, and then it merges into unified chakra. It is a unified energy field. It feels wonderful. When you do something like the unified chakra meditation, you assist your light body process. Assisting that chakra merger also assists those energy bodies. Those energy bodies, the emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies to begin to merge. Oh, okay. Assisting that chakra merger also assists those energy bodies, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies to begin to merge. So at this place, at this time, state, all these merge together, the emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies.
The process starts.
Begin to merge, yes. They merge into a unified field. In the 7th level of light body, those chakras are kicking into merged states that they haven't been in before. This in the 7th level of light body, those chakras are kicking into merged states that they haven't been in
merging
before.
Process has started. Is repeating the same thing. Yeah.
Same thing. Okay. And you begin to become aware that when you have survival fears coming up, or you have blocked emotions, all it means is that these fields have stepped out of unity. So
when you are living in the physical world, they are not in unity.
Sync. Yeah.
Correct.
It is an illusion, even though it feels real. All you have to do is realign and remerge the bodies, and the fear drops away. So at that time, without fear, you just move into merging. The chakra unification is really important for your growth into light body.
Correct.
Because it allows you to handle any amount of energy, no matter how vast, through the physical form without any damage. The entire field holds it. So he says this.
Well, now you are increasing your ability. Spiritual growth, it has increased.
Yes. So you are without any damage, the entire field holds it. You will have points when you will tap into a vaster part of yourself, and if your chakras are not moving in a unified fashion, you will feel as if you have stuck your finger into an electrical outlet. Wow. So
you will feel the shock of it.
Yeah, that means you will feel the shocks. It is like you only have wiring for 20 volts, but you just had 400 put through your body. Suddenly, that jerk, volts of jerk feeling. When you utilize the unified chakra, you don't have that happen anymore. You can handle it at all levels. So once that unification occurs, this
your capability increases.
But at that moment, you feel all this, like 20 volts to 400 volts change. The pineal and pituitary glands begin to open up in the 7th level of light body, and you may experience a pressure on your forehead or at the back of your head.
Third eye opening.
Yeah. So at this 7th level, the pineal and pituitary glands, they begin to operate, and you feel the pressure on your forehead or at the back of your head. When the pituitary gland is functioning at its higher level, you will not age or die. Wow. At its higher level, you will not age or die. So very often, about 7th level light body, people start to look really young. Their whole energy changes around their face and lines drop out. The pineal operates in a multi-dimensional way. One of the things reported is the sensation of an ice pack. Is this correct?
Ice pick. ice pick.
Yeah. The pineal operates in a multidimensional way. One of the things reported is the sensation of an ice pick of the sharp pain right in the top of the head. Most
Yes,
of you
I
have
keep
heard
getting
of
it once in a while.
same.
Yeah.
I have always I keep getting the pressure and all this it keeps happening.
Yeah.
One of the things reported is the sensation of an ice pick of the sharp pain right in the top of the head. Most of you have heard of something called the third eye. Well, there is something called the fourth eye, just at the top of your head. It is your
That is what we read,
multidimensional
no?
sight.
We read in that
Yes.
Kundalini. Yeah.
Yes. So it is your multidimensional. The fourth eye is your multidimensional sight. It is located where the soft spot is, the place that does not harden all the way in most of you. For some of you, that eye
That
opens
is near
easily.
the Brahmarandra, very close to the Brahmarandra.
Yes. For some of you, that eye opens easily. It is just your multidimensional sight, and it just does it when it is time. For others of you, it can feel like it is trying to open, but it is hitting up against something. It may be a structured place within the etheric body. As that is removed, you will find this eye opens up. Okay. For some, he's saying it opens up easily. For some, it is hitting something. Yeah, in the etheric level.
They have more work to do.
Yeah. As that is removed, you will find this eye opens up. You begin to have these rather odd experiences. You may begin to be aware of yourself in other dimensions or aware of yourself in other bodies on the planet, which is grand fun. Wow. You see yourself in other planets also. We call those concurrents. Most of you have 12 of you in other bodies in this parallel reality. Oh, most of you have 12 of you in other bodies in this parallel reality on this planet right now, living vastly different lives uh, that you may be living now. So that's why people say either you have 7 of you or 12. I mean, now here it says like 12. Generally, people say there are 7 of you
In
living.
each dimension, you exist.
Yeah, that's right. That's why he's saying 12. You become a little more aware of yourself in other bodies. At first, when this happens, people think they are remembering past lives, and they might be, but more often they are usually in dolphin and whale bodies. Huh?
No, you missed that.
No,
You
something I
missed this
missed.
line.
Yeah. At first, when this happens, people think they are remembering past lives, and they might be, but more often they are usually aware of themselves in the same parallel reality. So the people get confused. It may be the same parallel reality. A lot of you have some incarnations in dolphin and whale bodies. So you may have flashes of being in water or a fluidity of motion through and around your body that you have not normally had in a human form. Of course, the dolphins and whales are other individually ensouled species on this planet. They are light workers too. They set up the group mind grids for this planet. Wow. Whales and dolphins. Wow. They are the light workers. In seventh level light body, most beings are operating pretty much fourth dimensionally in their consciousness. Not only am I going to ascend tomorrow, but I am going to heal this planet. I am single-handedly going to save this planet and all you poor dummies out there. I am going to do it. I am going to drag you all to light. I am going to protect you from yourself and save you from your karma. And I am going to save you from the dark forces. Beings in seventh level light body usually have an identity of being a healer or an awakener or a person who saves themselves, others, or the planet. So they think like that. I had to help others always.
No.
Like
their
planet.
service is at that level.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, they are doing karmic monads. Actually, they are doing karmic monads. What is karmic monads?
And I need to see the meaning. It is generally used in the theosophical evolution of a human body.
An indivisible and hence ultimately simply entity,
No,
such as an atom.
the term
Yeah.
monad has multiple meanings and spiritual significance in various philosophical and spiritual traditions, cosmic philosophy, metaphysical. There are so many. So, in some cosmic philosophies, the monad is the original substance, the
Original
supreme
substance.
being. Okay, that is enough for us.
Yeah, supreme being.
Yeah. So it is those people very closely aligned with the supreme being who are in the planet.
Oh, we need to go down.
No, it's
yeah, sorry. Actually, they are doing karmic monads. It takes a little bit to realize that so many parts of you are still existing in duality. It takes a little bit to realize that so many parts of you are still existing in duality. You may be requiring that the planet or people be sick so you can heal them, or are lost so you can save them, or asleep so that they can be awakened. It requires that people not be fully functional. It requires that people not to be fully functional.
awakened, basically. Yeah, fully
Oh, okay.
awakened.
Fully awakened. Yeah. In the 7th level, you are developing the knowing that all beings are vast multidimensional masters. They may be masters who are exploring divinity, or they may be masters of who are exploring limitation, but they are masters of nonetheless.
Nonetheless, they are masters
Nonetheless, everyone is doing exactly what they wish to be doing, and they are fine. If a person has led a life where they have been constantly protecting and taking care of everyone around them, this is deeply freeing revelation. Then it becomes okay to simply allow them their process. So we should not interfere.
So basically saying that if you are interfering, you will change over to a non-interfering.
Yeah. This is a time where most beings run an amazing amount of what called spiritual significance and spiritual ambition. In the physical body, pictures of reality about being completely separate from God are held in deep states of shame or guilt. When people begin to access who they are multidimensionally and they haven't integrated the physical body, they try to deny its pictures of reality. So when they are not completely integrated into the physical body, they still have these different pictures.
These pictures, yeah.
Beings will often adopt spiritual forms and rules. They try to say, wear, and do all the right spiritual things, eat all the right foods, and suppress or deny any part of themselves or others that doesn't fit their ideals. So at that point, they eat right food and do right things. What is correct for their spiritual being? The mental body is accustomed to following forms and rules. It is trying very hard to find a form for following spirit. It is trying very hard to find a form for following a spirit because
that
it is all
acceptability has not come up.
Yeah. Spiritual significance is a mental body defense mechanism against feeling of shame and unworthiness held in the physical body. I am spiritually advanced and you are not. I am one of the 144,000 rainbow warriors and you are not. I am going to ascend next Saturday and you are not. I am going to heaven and you are
So
not.
that separation is very dominant in them.
Spiritual significance
So,
is by its nature
spiritual ego?
exclusionary.
This is like
Yeah.
Yeah,
spiritual ego.
this is the
Yeah.
spiritual ego, yes.
Yes,
Mental
correct.
ego, spiritual, not spiritual ego as much as mental ego.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. See, they are extending their mental ego, which is controlling their spirituality also. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I am going to heaven and you're not. Spiritual significance is by its nature exclusionary. So that means you are excluding other. You are not accepting an all in one.
You are still continuing,
Separating.
instead of doing this, you are doing this.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're separating. Spiritual ambition is a mental body defense against feelings of guilt and incompetence held in the physical body. So he's saying this is because of the defense against the feelings of guilt and the incompetence held in the physical body. That is his own limitation. Beings who are immersed in this will often run themselves ragged, trying to manipulate other people to get with their program. So they try to, come into their whatever group.
Spiritual ambition.
Yeah. Everything has to be the best, the highest, the most advanced. Often a difference of opinion or an implication that they don't know something is taken as an attack on their mastery. It is characterized by a nagging dissatisfaction and placing blame. I have this wonderful vision, and if you would just get with my program, I could carry out my divine purpose. So that's why it is. So it is your fault that I am not living in heaven on earth. Your scarcity pictures are blocking divine flow. It is your fault that I am broke. Why did you create that in your reality? Please deny what is going on with you so I can be comfortable. If you were more spiritually advanced, it would not have happened. So you only have yourself to blame. So that blaming game. Spiritual significance and spiritual ambition are strong ego defenses. So spiritual significance and spiritual ambition are the strong ego defenses. As spirit reveals more and more of what you truly are as divine multidimensional masters, the mental and emotional bodies want to embrace it as a personal truth by defining and attaching to it. So let me read this. See, as spirit reveals more and more of you, of what you truly are, as divine multidimensional masters, the mental and emotional bodies want to embrace it as a personal truth by defining and attaching to it. So that means that because of spiritual ego, they are personally attaching to it?
No. As spirit reveals more and more of what you truly are, as a divine multidimensional masters, right? The mental and the embodied emotional bodies want to embrace it as personal truth. Right?
Oh, okay. You embrace it with the personal
You align
truth by
with that.
defining. Okay, by defining, attaching to it. So that means align with the spiritual, not with the physical.
Correct. No, that is what it should do, but the mental body is going to emotionally make an attachment to itself. You know, I am a degree holder.
That ego part, yes. Identity, The physical body is usually oblivious to the revelation or simply doesn't buy it. Everyone runs everyone runs these defenses at some time in 7th, 8th, and 9th levels. So everybody goes through this spiritual ego. In 7th level light body, many people fall into a pattern of spiritual manic depression. 1 minute they are declaring, I am divine, multidimensional being, and the next minute they are proclaiming their worthlessness. I can't do anything right. They are bouncing between the feelings of multidimensional oneness and the feelings of separation held in their physicality. The paradox of being so vast and also being in finite matter-based body is nothing short of miraculous. So that paradox is going on. Yeah.
Correct.
Limited, unlimited.
So you keep
Bounce,
swinging between the two.
yeah, between multi-dimensional and the only spiritual. Yeah. Bouncing between the two extremes is an attempt to resolve the paradox. You cannot. Try holding both poles at once. You need to try holding both poles at once. Allow
No,
both
that
to
way
be
you
fully
can't. You
present.
can't reach them also.
Yes. Allow both to be fully present. Towards the end of the seventh level light body, or at least sometime by ninth level light body, people begin to understand this process and find living in the center of the paradox ecstatic. That takes that much until you go to end of seventh or ninth. Then only you feel that ecstatic state. One of the major fears of the mental body through this transition is, if I become multidimensional being.
No. You have skipped an entire para. You need to do this one.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. You started with following your spirit. When you are into the seventh level of light body, there is this sense of catching up. You are beginning to operate from spirit in your everyday life. You find that you step in and out of survival fears. So, okay, you come, sometimes you step in and you step out of survival fears. You have days when you are childlike and love everything and get along fine, and other days when it is the pits of fear and survival. You're feeling like there are two of you. You will find as you progress through these stages of light body that the duality drops out. You find that you spend more and more of your time in a state of ecstasy, and you find you can function in that state. So, you feel that, you slowly come out of the duality.
I think we will stop there because the mind also is getting overloaded.
But let me finish until the end of seventh.
Okay.
One para. One of the major fears of the mental body through this situation is, if I become multidimensional
Through this
being.
transition.
No, sorry, through this transition, sorry. One of the major fears of the mental body through this transition is, if I become a multidimensional being, I will not be able to function on the physical plane. You find you spend more and more of your time being aware of yourself in other dimensions and other bodies on the planet. It is fine. You can still function in that state. It just takes practice. You begin to activate. Your whole perception begins to shift, and in your meditations, you may experience yourself in other dimensions. You may also experience yourself in other bodies on this planet. You may have flashes of being in simultaneous time, where you are now that you are all nows at once. Where you are so now that you are all nows at once. What does that mean? Like at the present moment.
Those are all flashes of your experience.
Oh, flashes. Okay. This is pretty
so
exciting.
There are multiple parallel existences that he's talking about. Yeah.
So either being only in this only one that body, or at the same time you're present in different planets or different bodies. Okay. This is pretty exciting when it happens, because then you become aware of the probabilities and possibilities of everything that you do. You see all those lines of force heading him. You see all those lines of force heading out from you. You become more aware of your connections with other people and of how deep your connection is. Yeah, and how deep your connection is with spirit at any given moment. We have noticed of, and on that in the seventh level of light body, the overarching feeling is, I am going to ascend tomorrow. I am out of here. You are being hooked up to parts of yourself that are already in light body, part of your future self. Oh, you are being hooked up to parts of yourself that are already in light body, parts of your future self. And what this does is it facilitates you to get your act together. You quickly sort through everything in your life and you really find out what is important to you. Well, I am out of here anyway, so I might as well do what I want. I might as well have fun. I might as well do what makes my heart sing. You learn what makes your heart sing, what it is that you really enjoy. When you shift into 8th level of light body, you find that everything that makes your heart sing is directly related to your divine purpose on this planet and that you are part of the plan. In 8th level of light body, you realize, gee, I am not out of here tomorrow. I am here for the long haul. You have a deepening sense of purpose and service. You want to do whatever it takes to assist this planet to light. So, we finish
that
7.
becomes the driving force. We finished it, but maybe we may have to repeat the last half of it. That's what is my take.
Oh, you mean the end of the 7th light
Correct,
body?
correct.
Okay.